Hi, I'm Dave Balog for 1,000 Moms. Nothing was more ominous to me as when the Supreme Court usurped the 2000 election from Al Gore and gave it on a party line vote to George W. Bush. It was astonishing and shocking. In American history, Supreme Court decisions have had profound effects on the lives of individuals and our nation as a whole. The Dred Scott decision of 1857, enshrining slavery and dismissing the the lives of America's African slaves, propelled the nation straight into a civil war. And the ebb and flow of the court's ruling swung back to equality 100 years later, when activists such as and later Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall won the landmark desegregation case Brown versus Board of Education. The 1950s and 60s under the Earl Warren Court led to the establishment of rights such as the right to use birth control, a key privacy issue. The Supreme Court in 1972 established a woman's right to her own reproductive freedom in Roe versus Wade. Marriage equality for LGBTQ people became the law of the land in 2015. But many Republicans, led in the Senate by Mitch McConnell, were looking for a way to turn back the clock, all the way back. Through lies, deception, corruption, the court attained a 6-3 harsh conservative right-wing majority, not by any means reflective of the voters of America. Money clearly bought votes on the court. Under Justice Antonin Scalia, America's chief advocate for guns everywhere, in the home, on the streets, in schools, this brought monumental danger to innocent American lives. When abortion access was overruled in 2022, women across America suffered real pain, injury, and death. For the first time in American history, a right granted legally had been taken away. The court took off all the restrictions from reasonable gun control and redefined the Second Amendment. The result, unlimited gun availability from deadly automatic weapons, i.e., killing machines. Suddenly, guns of all types, pistols, Glocks, AK-47s, were available everywhere, and open carry became the law of the land. And now, the Supreme Court is slow-walking the government's trial against Donald Trump for insurrection. And the world is watching. And the world is frightened. Denying voters the right to know if candidate Trump is a criminal before the election is of paramount importance. Legal scholar Kermit Roosevelt says that the Supreme Court adapted the concept of strict construction of the Constitution as Ronald Reagan took power in the 1980s. The goal is to take the country back to its founding, which was not to establish and protect universal rights, but to protect the property rights of the wealthy white males who were the only citizens. Kermit Roosevelt said that it was only Abraham Lincoln who established a new constitution based on the ideals of the Declaration of Independence, the ideals of equality and government of the people, for the people, by the people. It was only Lincoln's words and actions under Reconstruction and the Reconstruction Amendments that shifted American goals toward equality. Well, it's time for American voters to truly understand the Supreme Court and how its rulings and actions affect us every day and guide our life well into the future. Will we be ruled by wealthy property owners, or will we live by Lincoln's ideal of a government that supports working class minorities? Which America do we want? Well, please learn more in our new book, Supreme Court, Supreme Crisis at the Court, Why Americans Have Lost Confidence. The link to start reading free and immediately is in the description below this video. And check out this related book on the 2024 election. The link is also in the description below this video. And please, of all things, vote. Get registered. Get everybody you know to vote. Family, friends, acquaintances. Vote. Voting in your local elections is the last way we're going to save the American experiment. And you'll see in our book how that is going to affect you in your everyday life. And so go to the League of Voters. At the address here, we'll repeat the link, as I said in the video below. And thank you for watching. I'm David Balog, and we'll see you next time.